The San Gabriel Valley has been my home since I was little. I went to school here, I've lived here as long as I can remember, and now I get the privilege of helping people lay down their roots and help them sell when it's time to go. But today, we're flipping all of that on its head. We're going over the ugly. The 7 reasons you shouldn't move to the SGV. Why you shouldn't spend that $1 million and put your roots down here. These are the hard questions, the things you should actually know before you buy out here. So what's up everyone, I'm Chen. I'm a realtor and I cover real estate development and community news here in the San Gabriel Valley. And today, I'm doing the opposite of what an agent is supposed to do and tell you the bad things about our area. So if after this video, you still want to live here or if I convince you to leave, click the link in the description. I love the opportunity to help. And of course, I'm absolutely kidding. So let's start with number 1. And that's what you actually need to earn to live here. A medium income household in Los Angeles County makes about $88,000 a year. To buy the most typical home in the most affordable city I track in the San Gabriel Valley, you need about $147,000. And for premium cities like Arcadia, Temple City, and Pasadena, it's easily double that. The SGV is a double income earning area. A household earning the LA County median cannot buy the typical home in any of the cities I pulled here. Not the expensive ones, not the affordable ones. And here's what I pulled out of the MLS this week, June 2026. And these are residential 12-month rolling median prices. Arcadia, $1.485 million. Temple City, $1.17 million. San Gabriel, $1.165 million. Alhambra, $890,000. El Monte, $740,000. And Baldwin Park, $680,000. And now let's turn that number into something that actually matters. What you need to make. And I ran this at a 6.75% rate, 30-year fixed, which is about where rates are sitting as I record this right now. Assuming a 20% down, LA County property taxes, and $2,000 a year for insurance. Baldwin Park, the most affordable city, at $680,000, your payment is about $4,400 a month. So you need to earn about 147% a year, and you need about $136,000 in cash for the down payment. For Arcadia, $1.485 million, that's about $9,400 a month for your mortgage payment. So you need about $314,000 of income a year and $297,000 down. And here's a breakdown of all the other cities on the screen right now. So as you can see, if you are a single income household, you'll need a higher salary and liquid funds to find and purchase a property here. That's the real affordability picture out here right now. And that's why this is number 1. And number 2 is the commute, traffic. Everyone knows that LA traffic is bad, but that's not useful information. What's useful is knowing what specific drive that you're signing up for. The buyers I've been working with go 2 directions. Most of them are headed to downtown LA or to the west side. That means the 10 West Drive. The rest are going to Orange County, like Anaheim, which means the 605 South and the 5 South. Those are not easy freeways. The 10, 605, and 5 throughout this part of the county are 2 of the most congested stretches in Southern California. I mean, right now we're going through a multi-year repair and construction of the 605, which makes it just that much worse. Expect roughly an hour or more drive of something that should be a 20 to 35 minute commute without traffic. That drive into the city during the morning and out of the city at night is with the traffic and not where you want to be. And number 3 is connected to number 2, and it's the one I think that gets worse. Living in the San Gabriel Valley, you need a car. There's a lot being built in the San Gabriel Valley right now. And I've covered it a lot on this channel. New apartments, SB 79, new condos, transit-oriented projects along the corridors. We're adding units. We're not adding freeway capacity though. And people here mostly don't ride transit. The A-line extension may change that, but it only helps really the northern part of the SGV along the 210. Everything south of here is unchanged and smaller bus lines. So the SGV is built around driving, and one rail line doesn't really do too much. So my call is that traffic in the SGV gets worse over the next 5 years. Not because of any one project, but because we're adding density onto a road network that isn't really changing. And the adoption for transit is not there to absorb it. So if you're coming from an area with amazing public transit like New York, San Fran with the BART, or Chicago, just know that you don't really have that network here in the SGV. Now, quick thing before we keep going, if you're working through a move to the San Gabriel Valley right now, you want someone to walk you through the actual numbers, click the link in the description. I'd love the opportunity to help. And number 4 is one that nobody warns you about. It's the reason most people move to California in the first place. It's the weather. Yes, everybody moved to SoCal for the weather, but the last few summers in the San Gabriel Valley have been in the triple digits. I mean, repeatedly. The SGV sits inland with mountains to the north side. There's no ocean breeze catching us, so when it's pleasant at the beach, it can be pretty brutal here. Number 5 is related, and it's the one I think is the most underrated. It's the air. The same geography that traps the heat traps the air. South Coast AQMD breaks Los Angeles County into forecast zones. East SGV is its own zone, and it constantly posts in the highest ozone readings in the county. On top of the ozones, we get fires here in the San Gabriel Mountains. Not every year, but often enough. 2 years ago, we had our biggest fire, the Eaton Fire, right here in Altadena that burned down a good amount of the city. So the mountains that give us the same views are the same mountains that keep the air from moving out. So if you and your kids have asthma, this belongs in your decision. That's the whole point of this section. Number 6 is the insurance cost. It's gone up. It's no secret, all throughout the state of California, but specifically in certain areas of the San Gabriel Valley. This is a foothills problem. Sierra Madre, Monrovia, Doherty, Glendora, Arcadia above the foothill. If you're buying in the flats area of El Monte or Monterey Park, this mostly isn't your situation. I mean, there are some pockets that this does happen, but geography really matters. In the higher fire risk areas, when a standard carrier won't write the policy, California Fair Plan comes in, and maybe your only option and quotes for fire coverage alone are running pretty high. I've seen somewhere upwards of $4,500 to $5,000 a year just for the fire coverage alone. So it doesn't cover liability or theft, so you'll need an additional coverage on top of that too. And this isn't a small pool anymore either. Fair Plan policies grew 44% from fall 2024 through the end of 2025 to more than 668,600 units statewide. And the Department of Insurance has reported more than 2.8 million homeowner policies non-renewals in fire-prone zip codes between 2020 and 2025. So here's what we do now. And I tell you to do this whether you work with me or not. In a known high fire zone, we get insurance quotes before we write the offer. Not during escrow, but before. Because if you find out in escrow that your options are Fair Plan plus a wrap at $8,000 a year, that's a number that really can change if the house works for you or not. And by then, you've got money in and a clock running, not a position you want to be in. Number 7 is less about the data and more about the lifestyle of the San Gabriel Valley. The SGV is not a nightlife place. Most things close early. Yes, you'll find some karaoke bars and smaller ones across the cities, and a majority of them will be located in Pasadena. But if you want a real bar scene or anything late, you're driving, usually to the Arts District, to the west, or into the city. Same with fine dining as well. Now, don't get me wrong, the food here is extraordinary. But if you're talking specifically about fine dining, tasting menus, that caliber, the majority of those options here are Asian or Asian adjacent banquet dinners. Outside of Pasadena, which will have the most upscale dining, you're really headed west into the city. So that's 7 reasons why you shouldn't move to the SGV. Let me know if I missed anything. Now, I still think the San Gabriel Valley is one of the best places to live in Southern California. The food here is world class. The schools are legitimately excellent and not in just 1 or 2 isolated cities. There's a plethora, yes, plethora of tea and coffee shops basically every block, and somehow they're all busy and new ones are still popping up. People are friendly here, and there's real history and a mix of cultures you just don't find in a lot of other places. Traffic, heat, air, insurance, home prices, those are the price of admission, and it gets happily paid by me and the people who are living here. So if you are looking to make a move to the San Gabriel Valley, my name is Calvin Chen with Real Brokerage. please click the link in the description. My weekly newsletter and email are down there too. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.